Going on, Hood Nation? Nidge here, DFX. I'm actually going to use my computer this time. I'm not going to do a reaction to this because I'm not sure how PewDiePie feels about his content being used, you know, because I don't want obviously him to copyright strike me or something like that. I doubt he would because then it might blow up in his face. However, I did watch the video already. And I have to say, if you guys saw my previous comment, I think that it's pretty much, yeah, he basically spoke the truth of it. And I know a lot of people that want to push for views and push for more publicity on their end, they're going to go ahead and not accept this apology. They're going to take the race card and they're going to run with it. It's just like women's rights. That shit has been stopped back in the 60s or 70s with equality, and they're still pushing it. Why? Because if they don't, they have nothing left. They're worthless to society. They have to keep acting like this stuff exists because that's all they're known for. Then they'll go back to just the basic Joe Schmo, or in the female's case, you know, Jane Schmo, you know. And I think that what he said is very valid. We got to understand that the gaming community is toxic as hell. People say that crap to me all the time. And you know, they'll sit there. I have had so many things. We've all had games. You're a true gamer, right? You know, if you want to pull that stupid sentence. You know, if you've obviously heard everything, every name you get called with or whatever, you know, or a true online gamer, we'll say it that way. People be saying anything just to get under your skin, and some of these people are hatred. There's no doubt. And some of them just spit it out because it's kind of a blur. It's almost becoming, it's a normal word. If they want to fix gaming, and this is my honest constructive criticism, there needs to be a built-in voice profanity bleep filter that actually could catch that name in the middle of it. And I know that would be like probably impossible, right? But that would be like the only way to say it. Or if the game just somehow detects that came out of your mic, you instantly get kicked off the game or something. Like, there has to be a way to combat it because it really has taken over the gaming community. I play Heroes of the Storm. You guys know that. Like, I've live streamed on my gaming channel. This obviously isn't my gaming channel, this is my main channel. And you guys can read all the stuff that people are saying. They are saying the N-word all the time. They are telling you to KYS, and y'all know what that means. And there's just some mean, cruel ass people out there, and they don't care. Like, they just don't care. So I guess I digress. The point is I know that he didn't mean it, and I'm not obviously a buddy of him, and I can't obviously act like I know him more than you or whoever's out there, but people could sit there and say, oh, well, he still said it. Yeah, he did, but my question to you is, have you ever played Cards Against Humanity before? If you have multiple times, then you are technically a racist or an evil person. Have you ever watched Family Guy more than once? Have you ever laughed at any of the cruel jokes? Then you are a sexist, homophobic, or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Have you ever laughed at South Park? Have you ever been to any of the deaf comedy jams when the brothers are running and talking about the white and black? Have you ever been to Eddie Griffin's stand-up? Have you ever been to Chris Rock's stand-up? If you went to any of this stuff and you laughed or condoned it, then you're a racist. It's that simple. Then, like, if you want to use the same logic, it's like people say shit, you know, and it happens. Like, that's obviously jokes. But this right here obviously is not in the context of, he wasn't trying to entertain with the word. It was just an impulsive word to say out loud. And I'm not gonna lie, I even said in my last video that even like I've said it before, you know, for just the toxicity that's been plagued in our gaming community. And I mentioned before, I was raised by my, well, you know, my white racist grandfather was very racist and hated me because I'm biracial. And it sucks because it's ingrained in our heads. And the word now, to me personally, it lost its meaning. But some people claim the sting still from it. So I've been more oppressed than most black people. And I know that sounds like a lot of black people. I'm probably going to piss you off if you're watching it. But if you've ever had a gun put in your mouth because of your color, then you can compare to me, okay? If you've ever been spit on and wrongfully treated in school because you had an afro and you're not, you know, you're you know, for your blackness, if you've ever had that, then I guess we can talk. And I don't want to hear you guys' fake made up stories. Like, a lot of people try to claim it, or they try to bring their grandpa into it. No, they've obviously been oppressed. My father's been oppressed. My father and mother were kicked out of like restaurants and stuff, you know, for being black. They were chased down because, well, my mom obviously is white, but the point is there's a lot of, like, unless you dealt with any of that, you're not really oppressed as you say you are. And I think that part of society needs to stop. We need to realize that equality is pretty much there. I go outside right now, I'll see tons of Somalian people with white people walking, Asians, Mexican, like they're all using the same bathroom, we're all working the same jobs, we're all making the same amount. If you don't believe me, go get hired at Walmart then. Let's just say use Walmart or Target, anything. Go work there. And if they pay you something right away, say you're paying, why are you paying me less than the white man? You're not. You're making the same. Go to a factory job. The starting pay, all of you clumped in a room, because I used to do factory. They have the, you know, the screen showing you how much you make. Same noise. So the point is none of that shit exists anymore. Some people, though, are keeping it alive to push their agenda. An agenda that doesn't really even exist, but they want to feel like they still exist. So I hope you guys understand that to me, the word still really lost its meaning. Actually, the original dictionary definition means lazy. Literally. The old dictionary. I found you go find old dictionaries. That word literally translates to lazy. And then all of a sudden it got used to implement black people because obviously they were probably not wanting to be forced into slavery, and they just like, come on, and then all of a sudden, like, they ended up getting called the hard R, you know? But anyways, I just want to give you guys another update on this. If you guys made it to the end, awesome. If not, well, obviously you wouldn't even see this part. If you guys want to join the Hood Nation, if you haven't, here's your chance right here. And over here's going to be the playlist, get you guys' feet wet. Like I said, my gaming channel is going to be on one of these sides. But if I need a cup of tea, you guys go find it. It's out there. Believe it. This is Nidge from DFX, and I'm out.